Hello everyone, it's Miss LaRose. Today we're going to be making a project for Catholic Schools Week, and I have all of these supplies that you're going to need. Paper, a pencil, a ruler, maybe an eraser, highlighters, and potentially a black marker, but you might not need that. It's kind of an optional step. When I make this project, I'm going to draw a heart on my paper. Now mine's kind of in the top middle, but this project will work if you draw the heart anywhere on your paper. Just make it nice and big so that your art will be more interesting. Place a dot inside the heart. That dot is to guide your lines. We're going to use a ruler and line that ruler up with the dot, then draw a line through it and keep doing that step, rotating the ruler around the dot so that it comes out in rays around the dot and creates different sections in the paper, both inside and outside the heart. Every single line should go through that dot. You should also make sure that it goes from one side of the paper to the other. Here, my ruler wasn't long enough, so I had to move the ruler and then add another section to it to match it up. Easy fix. Now I'm going to pick up my colors. I have 6 different highlighter colors to choose from, and I make a pattern with 2 of them on the inside of the heart. And then after I do the inside of the heart, I'm going to do a pattern on the outside of the heart with 2 different colors. Now this is your art, so if you make some different decisions than what I make, that will be fine. This is just one way that the project works. When I do a pattern like this, I like to make a dot in each section with my color as a guide so that I don't accidentally color one section the wrong color. And that's what I'm doing here. Just putting a little dot of the pink and the orange in the places where I want those colors to go before I start adding a lot of color. Those dots are easy to cover up. When we color, we should always outline our sections first. Highlighters are really good for doing outlines with. They like drawing in long straight lines, so doing outlines with the side of the highlighter works really well. You'll be able to feel how the tip works better when you do straight lines than if you were to try to scribble, because the scribbling with the highlighter tip doesn't work very well. Here I am scribbling and it doesn't cover it very well. The tip doesn't like moving in that direction, and it could also rip your paper. I noticed while I was doing this, the more that I scribbled, the weaker the paper got. So I want you to be careful with that on yours. With the magic of video editing, I'm able to skip ahead with my work, so after showing this coloring example, I'm going to make it advance pretty far, finishing my pattern and speeding up the footage. You do not have to color this fast. I can't even color this fast. It's just video editing. Now that my inside heart is finished, I'm going to color my pattern on the outside and decide where I want to put my 2 extra colors. I could put the blue with the pink, but I think I'll put the blue with the orange because they're perfect opposites, so they look really complementary with each other. Then after I finish my first section of color, I speed it up so that I can finish and show what my pattern looks like with all my colors. It could be done now if you want. I'm going to do an extra step and outline my heart. I like the way that the bold black lines contrasts with the bright color of the highlighter. I'm using a Sharpie for this, but a Crayola marker would work just as fine. I just didn't have a black Crayola marker that worked when I made this video. I also used the ruler to help outline. Now it's done.